watching the News Channel 15 Highlight Zone with Glenn Marini and Ross Kinsey.
Get out the washer fluid, the tire gauge, and a can of Quaker State. It's time for a final tune-up before the playoffs here on the Highlight Zone.
That's right. Boys teams will motor their way to sectionals next week, but tonight it's all about getting ready for the tourney. That means huge games at Homestead, Northrop, and Columbia City.
We'll hit up all those games, but first, last Friday it was Adams Central beating South Adams at the Stardome. The Jets finishing undefeated in the ACAC, earning their first conference title since 1977. Meanwhile, New Haven has been one of the area's toughest teams all year long, and they've been led by perhaps the area's best player in Notre Dame-bound V.J. Beecham. Adams Central at New Haven. We're going to Armstrong Arena for the Highlight Zone game of the week. We picked this one up at halftime. Adams Central with a 31-26 lead at that point, and AC tacking on to it. Ben Snyder with the layup inside. Now it's 33-26. How about more Adams Central? Kyle Fawcett. He's no drip. He gets the bucket right there. And Adams Central fans were rowing the boat, but you know what? New Haven hasn't lost at Armstrong Arena all year, and they would not lose tonight. That's B.J. Beecham with the three, and then Kyle Sovine, the 6'9 senior, going to play at St. Francis for Chad Lacrosse. That would give New Haven the lead in the fourth quarter, and they would not give that lead up as New Haven beats Adams Central. Your final 72-61.
They're a very good team. I think we came out kind of sluggish the first quarter, even parts of the second quarter, but I think we picked it up the second half, and we got a good win.
We challenged them, at halftime. It was the mental things that we were doing out there on the floor. We wanted to sit down and correct those things after halftime, and I think they did a pretty good job of doing that. Be down at halftime, 5 points, and the kids came back and battled back. I think this is a great win for us.
We're undefeated at home, and I think it's just a great win to get us ready for sectionals.
Adams Central gets Churubusco next Tuesday in sectionals. That'll be a good one. New Haven gets Jay County. That'll also be a good one that same night.
Top 10 matchup in 4A. 8th-ranked Kokomo at number 9. Northrop picked this one up in the third quarter. Bruins trailing, but Bryson Scott the easy bucket. But Northrop was down 9. They would get within 7, but Kokomo's Tony Moses, he hits the triple. Kokomo was up 10 points, and then DJ Ballantyne, this kid is a good one. He had 18 points for the Wildcats. Kokomo led by as many as 14, but then Brenton Scott gets in on the action. 3 of his 15 points. Northrop down 11 heading into the fourth. How about more from Bryson Scott? He had 24 points on the night. Then Dominic Hogue would cut the lead down to 5. Bruins battling back in this one, but the Wildcats finish strong. That's LeBradford Sabri, 2 of his 11 points as Kokomo gets the win, 68-58.
Kokomo played really well. You got to give them a lot of credit. They stuck to their game plan. We deviated from what we needed to do to be successful tonight. We got a little impatient. I think we let the emotion of a big game take over for us. So it's one of those things where hopefully it's exactly what we need. We got to fix a lot of things going into sectional, and it showed tonight. And hopefully our guys will respond.
And Northrop will play East Noble next Wednesday in sectionals.
Let's go out to Homestead. Spartans started the season 19-0 tonight, trying to avoid a 3-game losing streak heading into the playoffs. Sparty's hosting Northside. Andy Bachman, one of the toughest seniors in the area, off his own rebound. But Seth Coate with a nice dish right there to Kyle Togashi, bucket for the Spartans. Nick Gamble, how clutch has this guy been? Watch him with the sweet pull-up. Gamble was flush tonight. 26 points to lead the Spartans, and it's Nigel Jones for Northside kicking to Jeremy Jones for the 3. But when you double-team Mr. Nick Gamble, that leaves open this guy named Zach Terrell. You may have heard of him. 18 points for ZT as Homestead back on the right track, 75-54 over the Redskins.
Let's take it over to Columbia City. The Dancing Eagles hosting 3A number 10 Concordia in the first quarter. Thomas Starks, this sweet little 15-footer, but CC starting all seniors. How about Tristan Wright getting in the ball game, hitting a big 3 for Columbia City. Nice little alley-oop there from Brian Dixie Morris to Mark Rogers as Concordia was in control. Derek Heine, he had 22 points, passed it off to Daniel Wall for 2 of his 12. Drew Benedict, he also had 12 points as it's Columbia City with the win tonight, 64-55.
Drew Benedict can shoot that basketball. Down in Osseo, Norwell ranked 4th in 3A. The Knights hosting Huntington North. Early on, it's Garrett Bucher. Bucher.
Bucher.
Good Ben Stein. 14
Bucher.
points for Bucher. Huntington North, though, countering Levi Lawson. Nice little fadeaway. Lawson had 12 points for the Vikings. Then it's Trenton Kern in the corner for 3, and it's nothing but net. However, Bucher would step up on the defensive end. Watch the strip. Then ahead to Van Meter of the Josh variety. He had 14 points as Norwell picks up a nice win at home, 65-52.
Let's head out to Charger Fieldhouse. Carroll continuing its series with Warsaw, picking up in the fourth quarter. Warsaw down 6. Jordan Kuhn, the baseline drive, then the baseline jumper. He had 18. That would cut Carroll's lead to 2 on Pajama Night.
That's what I was going to wear.
I had on the full one with the footies. Ooh. Well, whatever. How about Chandler White then taking over the game for Carroll? He had a game-high 19 points, one of the reasons why he's one of the top freshmen in the country. John Wanger, he added 16. Carroll snaps a 4-game losing streak, 60-57.
Great victory for Marty Beasley and his team as we head into the playoffs. Well, coming up in the zone, we're going to check in on one of the top freshmen in the state as Blackhawk tries to shoot down Heritage.
Plus, the state's highest-scoring team, the Leo Lions, takes the court at East Noble. Those highlights and more coming up next in the Highlight Zone.
We are